here the range of zeta value is in between 0 to 1 at different values of zeta. So if you are substituting at different values of zeta here, and then we will get the here complex conjugate roots. So here complex conjugate root means which in the form of real plus imaginary value, that is r plus jx form. So finally here we will get the roots s equal to minus zeta omega n plus or minus j omega d. So here there are two roots are existed here. So s1 comma s2 equal to minus zeta omega n plus or minus omega n square root of zeta square minus 1. So it can be simplified further. So here minus 1 is common here, minus 1 is common, and minus 1 into 1 minus zeta square here. So root of minus 1 is nothing but it can be written as complex operator j. So j into omega n into square root of 1 minus zeta square. So here omega n into square root of 1 minus zeta square, it can be written as omega d. So omega d is nothing but a damped frequency of oscillation. Okay, so here zeta value is less than 1. It means here the range of zeta value is 0 to 1. Here if zeta value less than 1 and zeta square is also less than 1. So for example here zeta less than 1 means for example here we need to consider 0.9 and the zeta value equal to 0.9. So if zeta square is nothing but a, so 0.9 into 0.9 whole square, it means here we will get the value 0.81. So here 0.81 is also less than 1. Okay, similarly here 1 minus zeta square, it means here 1 minus zeta square value equal to 0.81. So here 1 minus 0.81 is nothing but a, here we will get 0.19. So here 0.19 is always positive value. Okay, so if zeta is less than 1 and zeta square is also less than 1, so here 1 minus zeta square is also always positive value. So here finally s equal to, here the roots s equal to minus zeta omega n plus or minus j omega d value. So then here the second order system, the standard form of the second order system is C of s by r of s equal to omega n square by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s into omega n s plus omega n square. So here the input is step input, here r of t equal to 1 and r of s equal to 1 by s. Then multiplying with r of s here 1 by s into omega n square by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. So here s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. So finally the characteristic equation equal to 0, and then here we will get the roots are complex conjugate roots. So here by the partial fraction expansion, so it can be written as a by s plus here complex conjugate roots are existed. So that's why here it can be written as bs plus c. So bs plus c. So here after simplifying here we will get the values of residue a, b and c values. So we all know that for simplification purpose here, let first of all s equal to 0, then substitute in the equation number 1. Here we will get the value a equal to 1. And similarly, for s square terms, by comparing s square terms, here we will get b value. And similarly for s terms, here we will get the value c value. So here finally we will get a, b and c residue values we will get. And then substitute. So c of s equal to, here what is the formula? A by s plus bs plus c by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Here this is the a and this one is bs plus c. So here b equal to minus 1 into s plus c equal to minus 2 zeta omega n. So minus 2 zeta omega n. So here minus is common here, s plus 2 zeta omega n by s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. So here one term is missing here. It can be written as, so actually for simplification purpose it is not possible to directly determine with the help of by using any formula. So actually it's not possible. So that's why, so here it can be simplified, further simplified by, so square means here, so a plus b whole square means here a square plus 2ab plus b square. So here a is nothing but a, so here a is nothing but a yes. So a is nothing but a yes here and a square plus 2 as usual. Here a is nothing but s here. That's why I'm instead of yes I'm just replacing the value a, and here the remaining value is b zeta into omega n. So here zeta into omega n is nothing but a b value. So here b equal to zeta omega n value. So b equal to zeta omega n. So we know that yes, a plus b whole square, here a is nothing but a yes and b is nothing but a zeta omega n whole square. So it can be simplified, s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus zeta square omega n square. But here if you're observing in this equation, So s square plus 2 zeta omega ns is there. So s square plus 2 zeta omega ns is there. But here the term zeta square omega n square is missing. So that's why here I am just added and subtracted zeta square omega n square in the denominator column of the second term. So that's why here I am just added zeta square omega n square minus zeta square omega n square. So here after adding, and here we will get a plus b whole square form, like s plus zeta omega n whole square. So it means here it can be written as s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus zeta square omega n square. It can be written as s plus zeta omega n whole square. And then here omega n square minus zeta square omega n square, it can be written as omega n square into 1 minus zeta square value. So 1 minus zeta square. So here 1 by s minus, it can be further simplified s plus 2 zeta omega n. It can be further simplified s plus zeta omega n plus zeta omega n value. So here, and then it can be split like s plus zeta omega n into s plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d whole square. So here omega n square into 1 minus zeta square is nothing but here actually we know that omega d equal to omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square. So from that relation omega d square equal to omega n square into 1 minus zeta square. So after simplifying this one, here we will get, and instead of just we can replace the value omega n square into 1 minus zeta square, just we need to submit here omega d square. And then finally here minus of value, here minus of s plus zeta omega n by, so denominator value, and next here minus into plus. So here we will get the value minus here. So minus zeta omega n by s plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d square value here, plus omega d square value. So then further it can be simplified here. This is c of s value. Applying Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform. So inverse Laplace transform here. So here c of t equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by s. So here Laplace inverse of 1 by s means nothing but a 1 value here. Then here Laplace inverse of, so s plus a by s plus a whole square, s plus a whole square plus omega square, so which in the form of like this, s plus a by s plus a whole square plus omega square. So actually here this is the formula for Laplace of e power minus at into cos omega t. Okay, so here s plus a by s plus a whole square plus omega square. Here a equal to here zeta omega n, it means. So omega, instead of omega, what is the value here? Omega t square. So e power minus at into cos omega t, which is equal to Laplace inverse of s plus a by s plus a whole square plus omega square. So here if applying Laplace inverse transform on both sides here, so here c of s, it means here Laplace inverse of c of s is nothing but a c of t. So Laplace inverse of 1 by s is nothing but a 1. And here Laplace inverse of, so here Laplace inverse of s plus zeta omega n by s plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d square. Okay, so here it can be written as simply e power minus at into cos omega t. So e power minus at. So e power minus a is nothing but here zeta omega n. So e power minus zeta omega n. E power minus zeta omega n into t into cos omega t. So here omega is nothing but here omega d. So cos omega d t. Okay, next minus. So here also same, which is in the form of omega by, I'm just here multiplying, divide with omega d and multiplying with omega d. So it means here simply, here just I'm multiplying here, multiplying with omega d and divide with omega d. So here the multiplying and divide with omega d and omega d. So then it can be simplified further. So here minus zeta omega n by omega d into omega d by s plus zeta omega n whole square plus omega d square. Okay, so here it can be further simplified like this. Okay, after multiplying and divide with omega d, both in numerator and denominator. So multiply and divide with omega d value, and then here minus zeta omega n by omega d, minus zeta omega n by omega d into here omega d by it means here omega by so s plus a whole square plus omega square. Okay, so here formula for Laplace of e power minus at sin omega t. So this is the formula. So here e power minus at sin omega t, which is equal to, so Laplace inverse of omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square. E power minus at sin omega t, which is equal to Laplace inverse of omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square. So actually here, which is in the form of omega d by s plus a whole square plus omega square form. So simply it can be written as, so e power minus at. So e power minus at means a e power minus a. A is nothing but here s plus a whole square. So minus zeta omega n into e power minus at into sin omega t. So sin omega is nothing but omega d into t value. Okay. So c of t equal to here. So 1 minus, so here from the entire equation here, e power minus zeta omega n t. So here also same, e power minus zeta omega n t is common. So it means simply e power minus zeta omega n t into is common. So here we will get cos omega dt minus zeta omega n by, so here omega d, it can be written as omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square into sin omega d t. Okay, so here from the entire equation e power minus zeta omega n t is common here. So here and the value is plus here. Is it clear? So in the above equation, e power minus zeta omega n t is common here. And then, so e power minus zeta omega n t is common, and here cos omega dt, so cos omega dt. Next here minus e power minus zeta omega n t. So that's why here here we will get the value plus. So plus zeta omega n by omega d. Omega d is nothing but omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt. So sin omega dt. So then it can be further simplified 1 minus e power minus zeta omega n t by. So here omega n get cancelled. So here if it is cross multiplied, square root of 1 minus zeta square into cos omega dt plus zeta into sin omega dt by square root of 1 minus zeta square. And again it can be simplified 1 minus e power minus zeta omega n t by square root of 1 minus zeta square into, here it can be written as sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So it means here sin omega dt into, so here zeta value. So it means from the here zeta and square root of 1 minus zeta square. So here by constructing right angle triangle here, and constructing the right angle triangle with zeta and square root of 1 minus zeta square value. So here we will get, so by constructing right angle triangle, so this is the zeta and this one is 1 minus zeta square here, and by the, so here the right angle triangle and the value equal to theta here. So it means here AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. From that relation here, we will get the value equal to 1 here. Okay. So here from the right angle triangle, what is the value of sine theta? So sine theta equal to here, sine theta equal to opposite sine by. So here opposite sine is square root of 1 minus zeta square by this value. It means here 1. So here we will get square root of 1 minus zeta square only, sine theta. And similarly here the cos theta equal to here zeta by 1. It means here we will get zeta value. And then tan theta equal to sine theta by cos theta. So it means here square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta value. So 1 minus zeta square by zeta value. So here from this relation theta equal to, it can be written as, so tan inverse of square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta value. So square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta value, theta value. So here similarly, so sine omega dt and zeta is nothing but here, what is the value here, zeta? So zeta equal to cos theta. So that's why I'm just placing here cos theta value plus sin A cos B, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B formula. So here cos A is nothing but cos omega dt plus sin B. So here the sin B means here square root of 1 minus zeta square. 1 minus zeta square is nothing but square root of 1 minus zeta square is nothing but sin theta value. So that's why I'm just placing here for simplification purpose like this. So sin theta value, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So here what is the formula? Sin omega, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, sin A plus B. So it means here e power minus zeta omega nt by square root of 1 minus zeta square into. So sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, sin A plus B. So sin A plus B means sin A equal to here omega dt plus B equal to here theta. So finally here 1 minus e power minus zeta omega nt by square root of 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt plus theta value. So this is the C of t value. C of t equal to 1 minus e power minus zeta omega nt by square root of 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt plus theta value. So this is the final response. So C of t equal to 1 minus e power minus zeta omega nt by square root of 1 minus zeta square into sin omega dt plus theta value. So this is the response of underdamped system. So underdamped means here what is the range of value? So 0 less than zeta less than 1 here. So underdamped system. So for any given second order system for unit step input in case of underdamped system, so here the response, is nothing but a C of t value. So response is nothing but a C of t value, and then finally here we will get the response C of t equal to. So very, very important formula, this one. So with the help of this formula, so we can determine the response for a second order system in case of underdamped. So whatever it may be the given problem, so directly we need to submit the formula with the help of formula, so we can directly determine the response here. Okay, so by knowing the values of here theta, so here the theta is nothing but a, what is the formula for theta? So tan theta equal to square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta value, and theta equal to here tan inverse of square root of 1 minus zeta square by zeta. So this is the theta value, and here omega d equal to, what is the formula here? Omega d equal to omega n square root of 1 minus zeta square. So here zeta is nothing but a damping ratio. Zeta is nothing but a damping ratio, and omega n is nothing but a natural frequency of oscillation. Natural frequency of oscillation, and omega d is nothing but a damped frequency of oscillation. Damped frequency of oscillation. So here theta in terms of radians. Okay, theta in terms of radians. So finally we will get the response. So here for underdamped second order system for unit step input, actually here the response is oscillates before settling to the final value. It means here oscillation means so here the response is for example here step input is given here. So here the input is R of t, so magnitude is 1, and here the time constant. Okay, so this is the input, step input here, and here we will get the response should be oscillator response, and it is settled down finally like this here. Okay, so this is the oscillator response. So here the oscillation depends upon the value of damping ratio. So based on the damping ratio, here it will depends. So here the oscillation depends upon the value of damping ratio. So here oscillations are before settling to a final value. It means at steady state condition here. Okay, and then third one. So here the response of critically damped second order system for unit step input. So response of critically damped. So critically damped second order system for unit step input. For unit step input here. So here the response is nothing but a C of t, and critically damped means here zeta equal to 1. If it is a second order system means here what is the transfer function here? C of s by R of s equal to same as to previous case. Omega n square by s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. And similarly here the first step input. So here the R of t equal to 1 and R of s equal to here 1 by s. So it means here R of s equal to here 1 by s. That is step input here. Okay, so if zeta equal to 1 means if zeta equal to 1 and substitute here zeta equal to 1, we will get C of s by R of s equal to here omega n square by s square plus 2. Here zeta equal to 1 means 2 omega ns plus omega n square. Okay, so then it can be written as so omega n square by s plus omega n whole square. So here the multiple poles are existed here. So by the partial fraction expansion here, it can be written as so C of s equal to here multiplying with R of s into omega n square by s plus omega n whole square. It means R of s equal to 1 by s into omega n square by s plus omega n whole square. And then further it can be simplified omega n square by s into s plus omega n whole square. So by the partial fraction expansion, so here it can be written as a by s plus b by s plus omega n whole square plus c by s plus omega n. Okay, it means here omega n square equal to omega n square by s into s plus omega n whole square, which is equal to a by s plus b by s plus omega n whole square plus c by s plus omega n. Okay, by the partial fraction expansion here, omega n square equal to here a is multiplying with s plus omega n whole square plus b into s into, okay, here only s value is obtained here, plus c into here. So c into here s into s plus omega n one time. Is it clear for simplification? So here first of all a is cross multiplied here. So a into s plus omega n whole square value. Here LCM is s into s plus omega n whole square value. So here the LCM is s into s plus omega n whole square. So A is multiplying with S plus omega n whole square plus BS plus C into S plus S omega n. So here, first of all, S equal to 0, put S equal to 0 here in the above equation. So this is the equation number 1. So if S equal to 0 means here, omega n square equal to A into omega n whole square. So here this value is 0 and here also same 0. And finally here we will get A equal to 1, omega n square by omega n square. And then comparing with S square terms, So here there is no S square terms on left hand side. So here the value equal to 0. So which is equal to, so here this can be simplified S square plus 2 omega n S plus omega n square. So here A is multiplying with S square. So that's why A into S square. It means here S square terms means here the value equal to A. And similarly here the second term, there is no S square term here. And here we will get 1 S square term. So it means here C. Okay, here the constant value is C. So C into S square. So it means here by comparing S square terms, here we will get AS square, here CS square. So it means here S square terms means here A plus C value only. So here 0 equal to 1 plus C. So here A equal to 1. So after substituting here, C equal to minus 1. And again here, by comparing the S terms, so by comparing S terms, if you comparing S terms, we will get so here also 0. So 2 omega n A into 2 omega n plus B, and here so here A and C value we will get. How to get the value of B? So here how to get the value of B? So simply here S equal to minus omega n, just we can replace the value S equal to minus omega n simply. So S equal to minus omega n means here omega n square, which is equal to here. So here minus omega n means here the entire value is 0. And here also same 0. And here we will get B minus omega n value. Minus B omega n value. So here B equal to here minus omega n. So B equal to minus omega n. So finally here C of S equal to here A by S. So here A equal to what is the value? 1 plus B. So here B equal to minus omega n by S plus omega n whole square plus C. C is nothing but a minus 1 by S plus omega n. Okay, so it can further simplified. So 1 by S minus omega n by S plus omega n whole square minus 1 by S plus omega n. So C of S equal to here so here applying Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform, and we will get C of t. So C of t equal to, so Laplace inverse of 1 by S minus Laplace inverse of omega n by S plus omega n whole square minus Laplace inverse of 1 by S plus omega n. So here what is the formula for Laplace of 1 equal to 1 by S? So here 1 equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by S. It means here Laplace inverse of 1 by S is nothing but a value 1. And similarly, so Laplace of t into e power minus at. So what is the formula here? So Laplace of t into e power minus at. So e power minus at is nothing but a 1 by S plus a. But here multiplying with the t value. So Laplace of t power n. So Laplace of t power n. What is the formula for Laplace of t power n? N factorial by S power n plus 1. So it means here Laplace of t value. So Laplace of t means here t power 1. So which is equal to 1 factorial by s power 1 plus 1. It means here 1 by s square value here we will get. So it means here we will get simply square of the value. So that is 1 by s plus a whole square. So similarly, for example, here Laplace of t square into e power minus at. What is the formula here? So Laplace of t square into e power minus at. So here t is nothing but here we will get 1 by s square form. So 1 by s square form means here here s is nothing but s plus a. Similarly here Laplace of t square into e power minus at. It means here e power minus at is nothing but what is the formula here? First of all 1 by s plus a. And then Laplace of t square. So Laplace of t square is nothing but here t square. Laplace of t square is nothing but Laplace of t power n and nothing but n factorial, that is 2 factorial by s power n plus 1. It means s power 1 plus 2. S power 2 plus 1. Here 2 by s cube. So here it is multiplying with 2. Here s cube. S cube is nothing but s plus 2 whole cube. So simply 2 by s plus a whole cube. Okay, is it clear? Similarly, here the Laplace of e power minus at. What is the formula here? 1 by simply s plus a. 1 by s plus a. So by with the help of these formulas, so here Laplace inverse of omega n by s plus omega n whole square. It means 1 by s plus a whole square. So here 1 by s plus a whole square. It means here omega n is constant value. Then it can be written as like this. Omega n into Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus omega n whole square. It means 1 by s plus a whole square form. So it means here Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a. Okay, 1 minus omega n into here 1 by s plus a whole square. It can be written as t into e power minus at. So here it is Laplace transform for left side. So applying inverse Laplace transform on both sides. Here Laplace and Laplace inverse we cancel. Here Laplace inverse is applicable, and then t into e power minus at. So simply it can be written as omega n into so t into e power minus at. So minus a is nothing but omega n. So omega n into t. And similarly here Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a. So here e power minus at equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a. So it means here a is nothing but here e power minus a. A is nothing but omega n into t. So 1 minus here e power minus omega n t is common here. So 1 plus omega n into t. So this is the final form. That is the response here. So very, very important. C of t equal to 1 minus e power minus omega n into t. Okay, so it is a critically damped system. So critically damped second order system. So here input is step input here r of t and the magnitude equal to 1. So this is the input and here we will get the response. So response is nothing but a so controlled output, that is C of t value here. And so r is in 0 and here the response should be at different values of time constants, and here we will get the response should be like this. So finally it is settled down here the critically damped response for unit step input. So here the response of critically damped second order system has no oscillations. So it means here it can be drawn like simply there is no oscillations. Okay, it can be drawn simply like this without oscillations. It means no oscillations. So this is the response of critically damped second order system. So very, very important this one. So here the critically response of critically damped second order system for unit step input. Here critically damped means here zeta equal to 1, and then substitute here, and we will get the equation for simplified equation C of s by r of s equal to omega n square by s plus omega n whole square. But here r of s equal to 1 by s. So multiplying with 1 by s here, and then finally we will get C of s equal to a by s plus b by s plus omega n whole square value. And by doing the partial, so C of s equal to omega n square by s into s plus omega n whole square value. So which is equal to a by s plus b by s plus omega n whole square plus c by s plus omega n. So here the multiple poles are existed here. So multiple poles are existed, then it can be written as, so b by s plus a whole square plus c by s plus a. That it means here s plus omega n. So here after simplifying by cross multiplying, taking LCM and both in left hand side and right hand side, both LCMs are get cancelled, and then it can be simplified. Finally, we will get the equation number 1 here. And then here A, B, C. So residue values. So here we need to find ABC values. Then put S equal to 0 here, we will get A value. So by comparing S square terms on both sides, here we will get C value. And similarly here put S equal to minus omega n. And here we will get B value. So then substitute ABC values in the partial fraction expansion, that is C of S equal to here. From the equation here a by s, it means here 1 by s minus omega n by s plus omega n whole square plus c. C is nothing but a minus 1 by s plus omega n. So here it can be further simplified, which is in the form of S domain. So by converting time domain, applying inverse Laplace transform. Inverse Laplace transform. Applying inverse Laplace transform. So C of s. So here we will get C of t. C of t. And so here Laplace inverse of 1 by s. So here what is the formula for Laplace inverse of 1 by s? So Laplace of 1 equal to 1 by s. So 1 equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by s. It means here Laplace inverse of 1 by s is nothing but a 1. I'm just placing here 1. Similarly here omega n by s plus omega n whole square. It means here 1 by s plus a whole square. So 1 by s plus a whole square means, so 1 by s plus a whole square means here Laplace of t into e power minus at. It means here simply t into e power minus at, which is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a whole square. That is omega n into t into e power minus omega n into t.